we have had 1,330,000 impressions. Well, hello hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak, and today we are doing a 1-year anniversary video. I just want to share a little bit of the behind the scenes of what we do when we're making videos, making music for our videos, tell you a little bit about our progress through the year, and just share a few memories and things that we've covered along the way. I really enjoyed this year of making videos and documenting what takes place here on our little homestead. We've had a lot of good time and a lot of good growth to the channel, so it's been a whole lot of fun. So hope you guys enjoy the video. So I thought I would start out by telling you a little bit about the music that we use on Peaks Peak, because I actually started with the intro and outro theme song was a little bluegrass instrumental tune I wrote called A Little 5 Mile. About 10 years ago I played in a little bluegrass band called the Broad Hollow Band, and we made this album which sold well over 200 copies. We had a lot of fun playing music and just kind of goofing around, but that little 5 Mile song was played by us in the band. Made a neat little tune, and I thought it was perfect for this. As you know, on YouTube you have to have original music if you don't want to get copyrighted and demonetized. So I've tried to create all of my own music, and I thought I would show you real quick just how I do that. So this is my Clarence Wyatt Martin D28, and it's kind of my baby. And when I record the songs and the background music that we use on our YouTube videos, I actually just use my phone and the GarageBand app, and I'll set my phone right next to me and just record. Until I get a clean recording of it where I don't make a bunch of mistakes. Then I take that and put just a little bit of reverb and echo on it to make it sound a little more professional than just me sitting in my little music room with my phone. But it works good to fill in those spaces where you're using time-lapse recording and that sort of thing. My daughter just got into trying to learn to play the mandolin. In this next year's video, I'm probably going to have a few little tunes where I play on the mandolin. I've recorded a couple things already, and I'm going to try to work on a few more little tunes, and so we'll throw those in as little fillers in the video as well. And this is where the video editing happens. So my son actually built this computer a few years ago, and I don't own a computer that's powerful enough to do the editing that we're doing, but his works great, and he loves me using it, so it works out really good. I actually use his setup here. I even use his gaming headset so that I can hear the audio well, and it's got a microphone on it, so if I need to do any voiceovers, I can record that. So that whole process works really well. I do my editing in Adobe Premiere Pro, which I really like, mainly because you can see the audio waves and you can do cuts, because I have a lot of odd mannerisms and I say and a whole lot, and so I can cut those out when I want to and make those kinds of edits. So this is the program we use for that. I do my recording almost exclusively on a GoPro Hero 7 Silver because of the portability. The actual video quality is probably not quite as good as what I can get on my phone, but the audio quality is much better. and it's very versatile. I can take it and strap it to the tractor, or just set up the tripod, or set it on time lapse or slow-mo and capture lots of different types of footage. So the GoPro works really well. The main issue that I have with the version that I have, the silver, it does not have interchangeable batteries. So I wouldn't recommend choosing that for your first camera. Go with one of the Black Series cameras that has interchangeable batteries. That way you can swap them out. More than once I've had to stop production because it was cold outside and the battery drained really fast, or I had to switch over to my phone in order to get the last bit of footage. But you can tell a difference in the video quality when you change those cameras around. So I probably this year will pick up a black GoPro and some batteries, and hopefully that'll be an upgrade for the channel there. I have a very simple process for how I do my recording. I've got this tripod, which allows me to either do kind of some selfie type footage like this, or I can set it up on the tripod, extend it out quickly, and set it up to record whatever's going on around me. And so that's how I do almost all of my video recording for the channel. And I just try to keep it very simple. In our first year, we made great progress in growing. I had a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers in the first year, and we didn't quite make that, but we came pretty close. We're over 800 subscribers, and I'll kind of go through some of the stats and tell you how we ended up the first year. YouTube has a great app for creators called YouTube Studio that you can get on your phone, and it just gives you a rundown of the statistics on each specific video or on the channel as a whole. So let's do a 1 year breakdown here. So in our first year, we had 230,652 views. We've actually got 2 days left in our year, but 230,000 views in our first year, which I feel like is pretty good. Our total watch hours, that means the number of minutes that have been viewed on our channel combined, we're up to 9,130 hours total that people have watched our videos. And our total subscriber count this morning, December 24th, 2 days ahead of our first year, is 825 subscribers. And I'm pretty satisfied with that. That's really good, and I appreciate all of you who have subscribed and helped our channel to grow. That's just great. One of the other statistics I wanted to share was the number of impressions. And what impressions are is anytime that YouTube puts your video, your thumbnail, in front of somebody to choose from. So when you're scrolling through YouTube and you see all the different thumbnails, every time you see one, that's called an impression on YouTube. And in our first year, we have had 1,330,000 impressions. That means 1.3 million people have seen our thumbnails for Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead. And that's pretty exciting to me, to be out there in front of that many people. So that's just a few of the things that I kind of wanted to share about the channel. I'm going to go back and I'm going to put in some of the highlights from our year, the things that we covered. We had some great videos. Our very first video was on a Coleman four-wheeler that we bought my son last year, and he still rides the four-wheeler. Has performed really well, even though it's very poor quality editing and video footage. It was our very first video that we made, very first video we edited, and it's had over 13,000 views. Hello, I'm Lucas Peak from Peaks Peak. We're out here on the farm. It's a cold December 26th. Tell everybody who you are.
My name's Caden Peak.
And who we got here?
Otis, Kofi, and Alfredo.
Otis, Kofi, and Alfredo. I didn't leave it open this morning because it was so cold their water was freezing up, but it looks like their water is, they've got it dirty this morning, but it's not frozen. What you got here, bud? Is this your four-wheeler?
This is my four-wheeler, and it's fast.
And it's fast?
Yeah.
All right, so what we got here, it's a Coleman 125 UT. Show them what it'll do. His favorite part is that it's fast and can do donuts a bunch. So Caden has been after me to start a YouTube channel. Who's your favorite, Caden?
Komodo Gaming.
Komodo Gaming, huh? And Cletus. Who else? Oh, Cletus is fifth. All right. Who else?
Neological.
Neological. What about Arms Family? Yeah, you like Arms Family? Why do you like Arms Family? Then we got our Kubota tractor, and the Kubota tractor videos have performed really well. It's a Kubota BX23S, got a backhoe, we've got some attachments for it, and so when I put those videos out there showing different things that we use the tractor for, there are other Kubota owners that love to watch those videos and figure out some tips and tricks and things that they can do with their tractor. And you know, some people just enjoy watching a tractor run. So we share those videos, and those have been really successful. I have one of those where I did a 200-hour review, and I believe it has had 10 or 11,000 views. So that video performed really well. Our latest great performing video might have brought you to the channel if you're one of our new subscribers, and that is a video on the Air Venturi Avenger pellet gun that Cameron bought. That pellet gun is awesome, and I've been excited about that video because we put that video out 3 weeks ago and it already has 1,200 views, and we've gained quite a few subscribers from that video. So I want to thank you guys, and also thank you who have commented on that video and offered us advice on how to tune the gun and get better shot groupings. We videoed the very first time that we went out to shoot that gun, so we really knew nothing about how to operate it or what works best, and I just documented that process. And a lot of you have been very nice about the fact that we didn't really know anything about the gun, but also very helpful in telling us, you know, where to set our regulator pressure and what pellets to shoot, and you know, the best air pumps that are designed for that gun. And so all of those things are things that we plan to try throughout this year. And we got something new that we're going to try out, and I don't know how good it is yet because we haven't tried it, but we got a night vision scope camera. So we're going to be able to record some of our shot footage on that pellet gun with that night vision scope camera. So there'll be some footage coming up of that before too long. And then finally, if you're watching this, you may be one of our followers that has been watching the garage build that we've had going on. I think we're up to like episode 9 or 10 now. We've documented the entire process, and I usually put about a week's worth of build work into those videos to show you guys what we accomplished that week, some more, some less. But actually, you can look forward to probably our next video out. We'll be finishing up the walls and the trim. So the structure in the building is actually complete now. We just finished it last night. So we're really excited about that. We're going to be moving to the inside of that building now and doing the wiring and insulation, and then we'll get ready to pour concrete. So we've been excited to share that. Basically, our process here at Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead is we're just documenting our life and sharing with you what we're doing. And you know, some people say when you start a YouTube channel, you need to be really concise in the subject matter that you cover because you're building your audience base on whatever topic it is that you choose. And in order to grow a channel successfully, you need to choose a specific topic. But that's not really how I operate. And so I'm sure the growth of my channel may suffer because of that. But if you just, in general, like the homestead life and that sort of thing, then this is a great channel for you because we're just going to share with you everything that we're doing here on our homestead. Nearly forgot to mention one of the topics that we've covered that's been one of the most exciting for me is our pond.
Oh my goodness. This is a miracle.
We did a pond build video that performed really well. In fact, if any of you are subscribers to Bama Bass, and they just did a 5-acre pond build this pond cost over $1 million. It's fantastic videos. And that series of videos has actually brought a lot of subscribers to my channel because they've suggested our video in the viewing of that. And so our video has actually gotten 15,000 views, which for me is probably our best performing video. That video again was really early in our YouTube process, so we were pretty new at editing and filming, and actually didn't have great footage of the pond build because we had it built before we ever started our YouTube channel. But that video has done really well, and we look forward to putting out more material based on the pond and how it's doing, how the fish are growing and all of that. So that's been a really exciting part of the process as well. And then of course we have our animals, and we put out our animal videos every so often. I mean, I don't want to show the same thing over and over, so I don't always film the feeding process and just the day-to-day of the animals. But I have kind of been away from that for a couple of months because of the garage build and all of that. So I intend to do another video on the animals and how they're doing here pretty soon. But you know, we got our cows, our pigs, our goat, our chickens, and all of that has been exciting for the life here on the farm. So we really enjoyed sharing those animals with you as well. We love to shoot. Shooting is a big part of what we do here for fun, and so we've shared a little bit of our shooting, you know, clays or tannerite, and we shot some scuba tanks one time, which we now figured out was a very dumb move because we could have used those scuba tanks as air reservoirs for the new pellet gun that Cameron got, and so now we're really sick about the scuba tank video. So all of you PCP air rifle shooters can get on and make fun of us for blowing up a great commodity. Yeah, we regret that one. We learned how to build fence this year. We built fence around about 1.5 acres down here by the house where we keep our cows and the pigs in there. So that was a enjoyable part of the process. We really accomplished a lot in the last year here on the homestead. We've been here for 2 years now, and we have good YouTube documentation of this past year, and the farm has grown a lot in that year. So all in all, I'm very pleased with our first year on YouTube. It's been a whole lot of fun, and you know, one of the exciting and surprising things about having a YouTube channel to me has been that, one, everybody says, you know, people are going to be mean to you and you got to be ready for that. And that's true. We've had a few, you know, snarky comments and maybe people making fun of how we did this or that. I'm all right with that. I know I don't know everything. One of my favorite sayings is, this is not a how-to channel, this is a how I did it channel, because I'm just sharing with you my life. And that leaves you open for people to pick on, but that's okay. There's going to be people like that in the world, so you just kind of ignore that and go on. But all in all, we've had a really positive experience, and everybody has been really nice and friendly and helpful. There are a lot of great YouTube channels out there that have been supportive. I'm in a couple of groups on Facebook that have been very helpful. To mention a couple of those, one of my favorite channels, simply because of Luke's personality, is Orange is My New Green. It's a tractor channel about the Kubota tractor, and Luke has jumped in and he comments on almost every one of my videos. He sent me stickers from his channel, which I put on my back of the seat of my tractor. And so Luke is just a great asset to the YouTube community. Dana from 360 Alaskan Life has been very friendly. David over at Pale Horse Outdoors started the one YouTube group about Kubota tractors, and so I'm getting to meet a lot of new people in that group. And those guys with their orange tractors are a great group of guys, and they've been very helpful. Mitch over at MJA Doing Stuff has a great channel, and I would call his channel almost a how-to channel on adding things to your tractor. Another great channel is Ross on the Land. Ross has been very friendly, and Ross has got some great footage of him and his Kubota tractor, his snow pusher and all that. So yeah, Ross got a great channel going there. I'm sure there's other channels that have been helping me out that I'm forgetting, and I'm sorry if I do. But then there have also been some individuals that have just been good followers of the channel. Ryan and his son Colton from up in Canada. They went and got them some chickens, and their flock looks really good. And they shared the other day that they got their first egg, so that's exciting stuff. A fella by the name of Charles from down in Georgia, if I'm remembering right, he works for 911. He mailed me a book, which was a really interesting read, and he's been great to comment and support us on the channel. So, you know, there's lots of people that I've met that have been really great, and so, you know, I've enjoyed that part of the process and really been pleasantly surprised at how nice all of that has been. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I really appreciate all the support that we've gotten over this first year, and I hope that you guys will stick with us as we try to grow and do a better job of editing and capturing footage and sharing with you the things that we find enjoyable here on the farm. So hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. I hope you guys all have a happy holidays. We're kind of in that period. I always take vacation between Christmas and New Year, so take that week off, and so I hope all of you get to spend some quality time with your families. And I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all take care.